top chat on. I might have been missing messages. Fuck Wooten. Yeah, all my homies hate Wooten. And fuck Eddie Graham, by the way, as well. Alright, folks. Let's get into it. So, yesterday was day 81 of protests in the city of Elizabeth City over the police assassination of Andrew Brown Jr. So we arrived early on Saturday, and that's the situation. So I took this photo by the nice little pink tree. I don't know what that is. It's like cherry blossom or some shit. And so here's the video of us marching up and down Main Street. What we decided to do today, yesterday, I should say, is walk up and down Main Street a couple times. And while doing that, in between demonstrations, we planned for, I will not make that information public, but we're organizing, we're plotting, we're planning. And so we did some short demonstrations today, or yesterday. I always do that, but we did some short demonstrations yesterday, and then spent a lot of time planning what we're going to be doing this week. Again, I have court tomorrow, so this week, next week, and the week after that, there's going to be some plans, and that's what we're planning. So as you can see, though, we had some pretty good numbers for a Saturday morning. Very much so a big fan of just everyone in Elizabeth City who comes out and protests, everyone who supports the protest. We're all friends here for the most part. And, yeah, so, again, what we did was we just did demonstrations up and down Main Street, which, it's Main Street, folks. It's the main street, so, I mean, it's pretty big news. You may, see over here, I think I zoomed in on it, the Black Lives Matter, street painting is finished. Maybe I'll go get, like, a more overarching shot of that today, if anyone wants me to. But the Black Lives Matter street painting has been finished, to my understanding. And so, again, we're entering a new era of Elizabeth City politics. They're trying to do the Black Lives Matter street painting thing that every other city has done. Oh, we'll give you a fucking street. And then what? I mean, like, are you going to make any policy changes? Nah. Are you going to maybe fire some? Nah. Are you going to maybe defund the police? Nah, we'll give them raises. So, again, they're doing this game where they think, oh, we'll just write Black Lives Matter on the street and then wash our hands of it right next to the Confederate monument. They think that that's going to be enough. They genuinely think that. They're actually that stupid. I'm talking about the city council. I'm talking about the mayor. They're actually that fucking stupid. Like, they legitimately have worms in their brain, all of them. Now, again, is it better than nothing? Sure. But, I mean, it literally is. Like, it's, you know, if nothing on the scale from 1 to 100, 1 represents nothing, 100 represents, like, full abolition and reparations, right? Like, the Black Lives Matter painting on the street, that's like a 1.5. Like, that is, like, that is almost nothing. So, I you know, it's extremely important to understand that. But, yeah, so, again, we marched up and down Main Street. It was pretty cool. We had a good time. I had a good time. And we got a lot of plans and plotting. Again, my court date is tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But depending on that, I will hopefully be able to cover anything I can. And, yeah, that is the day 81 of Elizabeth City protest update. I also want to say, while this remains on as B-roll, I also want to say that we've had a lot of complaints from the driving protest. Now, again, covering it, it's difficult to cover a driving protest, you know, because it's just me putting my camera out the window, right? But we have been affecting a lot more houses and a lot more areas that haven't been affected by our protesting yet as of this moment, or as of, you know, I guess 2 weeks ago. And so we have seen and heard that they have been calling 911 almost every single day over, again, we drive by. They can only hear us for maybe 10 seconds maximum because we drive by their house and scream out the window. So imagine being so disrupted by 10 seconds of screaming out the window that you can barely hear. It's just kind of, you can maybe feel the vibrations a little bit. And then spending several minutes on the phone, like, talking to police and the county commissioners saying that you need to wrangle up the protesters. Right? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's a little bizarre. It's certainly very interesting. And again, but a lot of people have been very unhappy. A lot of people have also been very happy. We've had a lot of support come from these county neighborhood protests. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to try to be mixing up marching, walking marches, and then also county driving protests. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. Things are going to be going into like a new phase of protesting, and so again, that's going to be the gist of what we're doing here, because we've been getting some positive results, and even though it's harder to cover from a news angle, you know, that's really the least of my concerns as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, day 81 of protesting in the city of Elizabeth City and the county of Pasquotank County has been etched into the archives, and that's it. That's the show.